Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 236. It is Thursday morning on this nice rainy day this morning. Leaving home a little bit later than usual. Outside right now, it is around 65 degrees, I would guess. I'm in a spot right now that there's no internet, so I can't even tell you. This morning I was planning on doing a pretty standard trip, but I thought to myself, there's this other area, 65, there's this other area that I've been neglecting for a lot of years, and they do have blackjack, and I am allowed to play there, and it is reasonably close. However, I don't think that the blackjack game is open until the afternoon, which is bad. It is closer than a lot of the areas I go to, and there are multiple places I can stop near that main casino that have slots, but they're loaded with people checking slots. So is it worth it to go there? And I concluded that no, I don't think it's worth it. Because I'm going to go there, I'm going to hit some slot places, I'm going to get very little, then I'm going to go to the main casino, and the blackjack's not going to be open, and I'm going to be sitting around looking at more machines that aren't going to yield much until it does finally open. And when it does open, the rules aren't that great. It's a hit 17, bad pen, 6-deck, $100 minimum. So it's like, and then the $50 minimum is an 8-deck, and the $25 minimum is a continuous shuffle machine. So it's like, if you had to go there, if you lived in that city and didn't have a choice, maybe. But if you have an opportunity to go somewhere better, even if it's an hour and a half further, it might be better to do that. So I decided that I'm going to just do what I was planning on doing today anyway. I don't know, maybe that area will get better sometime. They do have poker there. I want to say, I'm sure they have Omaha. I just don't think I ever played it there. So anyway, today is a day filled with meetings. We have 2 meetings on the drive to our casino that we're going to right now. And then we'll be able to play most of our play, and then there's going to be 2 more meetings this afternoon. So it'll be busy. We're going to get a chance to play poker. We're going to get a chance to play a couple sessions, hopefully, of blackjack, slot machines, and go from there. So our shed is being delivered today as well. I don't like it being delivered in the rain because I don't want it to sink down into the ground, but luckily we bought those pavers to put underneath it, so that should be okay. But that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, just booked my next trip. It's going to be Sunday, October 12th, leaving in the evening, October 12th, arriving late night, October 12th, and then we're gonna rent a car, probably hit a bunch of casinos, and probably play till close to morning, if we have the energy, and then hang around that area till Thursday morning. We'll be leaving Thursday morning, so we'll have all day Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then leaving Thursday morning and getting back home afternoon on Thursday the 16th. So October 12th to the 16th is our next trip. It's booked. Hotels, I don't know. Do I want to book one? Now that I know where I'm going and when I'm going, I'll focus on that a little bit. But I may just wait until I get there and just see what the best areas are. Maybe something centrally located. We'll figure something out. There's plenty of time for that, but I wanted to let you know that the trip is now booked and ready to go. So I'll be back. Alright guys, I am heading to the car right now. As you know, I'm on call today, and So there's someone is trying to take an online exam, and one of our systems is blocking it. So I have to put in an exception for it. I've never done that before, so I have to get to the car, learn how to do it, and then come back in. Sitting at the poker table right now, but I gotta run out real quick and I'll come back in here. So initially, so far doing okay. I'll come back and update you though. Alright guys, I am back. We're gonna talk and walk here. I've got 11 minutes till I have a meeting, so we're just gonna talk on the way to the car here. Hopefully you can hear me. Trying to block my stuff as much as possible here so it's as clear as possible. But I've been experimenting with some new things here and stuff that technically should not be anything. And people would think I was crazy if I said that there was something going on. But I've been working on it and had a decent day today on it. So I had my first session today. Let's see, I got it on my notepad. I bought in for 1500 and played that for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, I was ahead 483. My low point, I was down about 1200, but made a good comeback, and that worked out pretty. Actually, no, I was down about 800 and ended up coming back. So plus 483 there. And then I played some Pot Limit Omaha. I had 1200 in chips and bought in for 300 each time like I normally would do. And so first buy-in was like, that lasted like 2 hands and ended up losing that one. Rebought for 300 more, and there was a hand. Part of my hand was, it was King 567, right? King 567, and at least one suit in there. And hold on, now there's too many people. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So I had 567 King, and everybody was in for $10. I called the $10, and the flop was King 5-7. So I'm like, okay, well I got 3 pair. I blocked stuff. I've got the 6. So let's go. The guy makes it 20. I call. The turn is a 5. So now I have a full house. And then the river comes. Oh, I make it 50 on the turn. He calls, and I make it 50 on the river. He calls, and just as I feared, he had kings, which means he had a bigger full house. I had 5s and kings, 5s full of kings. He had kings full of 5s. So I lost that one, which stinks. You flop 3 pair, and you have blockers, and you still lose the hand. And so I was down like 600 within 20 or 30 minutes, and kept on playing. The third time I bought in for the whole 600 that I had left, and ended up doing okay. I was grinding, and toward the end there, I was hitting hands, but they were all tiny hands, so I couldn't make any money on it. And I ended up leaving the Pot Limit Omaha down slightly, down 108 after a little bit longer than an hour of play, minus 108. And I also played some slots and was ahead. This is absolutely wrong. It was 205. Okay, it was plus 165. So plus 165 on the slots. And then I went to the car and I had a meeting just like I do right now. And did that whole meeting, and then went back in there again. I had an hour of time. So after that meeting, I went back in again and found another play and played that through and ended ahead 651. So 651 and 165 is like 816, right? So 708 with the Omaha, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1191. We're up 1191, and now we have another meeting. So we're gonna go through this meeting. I did see a friend of mine in there, and that wasted a bunch of time because we ended up talking for about 20 minutes about what's going on with him and my trip and everything else. And he told me that he's going to to Vegas again and spending some time out there. And so, yeah, all of us are going through all the same stuff, worried about casino crackdowns and getting rid of good stuff and harassing people and doing everything they possibly can to screw with us. But we're holding steady, and we're making money. We're finding ways to scrap right now. And if we have to go through a downturn temporarily and flush a bunch of people out, and then there'll be a big emergence again, then that would be fine. We just need to survive through that time. So another thing I wanted to talk to you about was the shed. The shed was delivered today. I got pictures from my wife. It looks great in place and looks really nice. So all that is good as well. So right now I'm going to hop on this meeting, and normally I would have been out of the area more than a half hour ago, but we're going to do this meeting half hour long, and then we're going to go back in and see if we can make a little bit more money, and I'll come back and update you. There'll be a bunch of other stories and stuff, but I'm just rushing right now to get this recorded before my meeting starts. So that's what's going on right now. I'll be back. All right, looks like the meeting's delayed a few minutes here. Someone's running a little bit late. So, you know, that Omaha game normally is so fired up, and there's giant pots all the time, but today we were getting into 5-way minimum bet pots and stuff like that. Just not a lot of potential for big hands. I did have one big hand. I can't even recall what I had. It was a double bomb pot. It was a $25 bomb pot when the new dealer came in, and I had 2 pair on the top, and I had the nut flush on the bottom, and he had a pair on top and 2 pair on the bottom, and he called all in, and he's lucky that he only had like 170 behind, because I had like 520 behind, and I went all in, and ended up being like a $900 pot, $800 pot, something like that, and helped me really propel back. But he had more money, and this is a guy I talked about before that really has no clue what he's doing. He plays Omaha like you would play Hold'em, and that's something really difficult if you don't really pay attention and try to learn, and you'll screw things up so bad and lose so much money. You have to have multiple ways of winning. You have to have double suited hands. You have to have runners, all kinds of things when you're playing Omaha. It's not like regular no limit where you're just going for one thing. Anyway, you guys know all that already. You're smart people. Gonna hop on this meeting here. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I went back in and had a nice quick little session, and I was in for 500 only, spreading from 25 to 150, and real quick had a nice little run and ended up leaving ahead $475. So plus another $475 brings us to like almost $1,600 for the day. And I would love to say now we're moving on to another casino, but I don't think I have the time. I'm still on the clock technically. Problem is, if I go to the next place, from here to the next place and home is 7 hours. So I don't know if I want to do that. I do think that I want to go get some food though. Let me go grab some food while I mull this over, and I'll come back and update you. Alright, guys, I am back. So I've been painted into a corner here recently with the games that I was playing and the things that I was doing, and how often I was going back to places. As my opportunities got smaller, I was forced into a smaller and smaller area with less and less casinos. And now I'm in a position where lots of times they're putting me in when I tell them not to put me in, keeping track of my play, obviously. And I've been trying to do different things, but I don't know if it's worthless or not. So, like, one thing I've been doing is going to tables that are full, and like high limit full tables, especially, see, I don't want to say, I can't say, because then it'll be obvious, and then, anyway, lots of cops today. I think today's like their enforcement day, end of the month. There's cops all over the place, people pulled over all over the place. I'm trying to change the subject here, but truthfully, I am trying to do some things, and I don't know if I'm just wasting my time or not, but I'm also working on some other stuff. When I go on my trip here in, 3 weeks or whatever it is, should I tell you where I'm going, or do you guys want to guess? I kind of want to leave it open here and let you guys guess where I am. You'll get it. I mean, it'll be, if you live in that area at all, you'll figure it out. I can tell you I'm taking a direct flight there and back, so you're not going to get any hints by any layovers I have. I don't know. Omaha was good today. I lost, but for the table that I had, a bunch of old men who only play the nuts, I think I did pretty well. Still working on my game, but I'm starting to like Omaha more than No Limit Hold'em. Just wish I had more opportunity to play. I mean, imagine if I still had my home casino and I could play poker there, especially Omaha there, how much easier life would be, make money. Or if I had a good darn online casino to play. I really feel like that WPT Gold is, just like some of you have said, that there's a lot of people doing some fishy stuff on there. So still looking for a good one. The ones that I was recommended were all small casinos, and I'm wondering, does it make sense to use, I don't know what's out there, crypto or VPN, or will they think you're cheating if you're using a VPN, or I don't know. Still trying to figure that piece of it out, because I'm home, in the 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and all day Saturday, and if those evenings I could play poker while the kids are asleep, imagine just $200 a day. That's an extra $600 a week, extra $30,000 a year, just from that one little thing that I could do. I was trying to think about how I would do that. I don't know. Again, I was talking a little bit yesterday about going to, sorry, my ADD's kicking in here. I'm switching from one topic to another, but I was thinking about this area that I'm going to go to in 3 weeks or so, and how you always worry about getting there and then having wasted your time going there, not having a lot of opportunity. So I'll be there Sunday night, all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, and then leaving Thursday morning. And we could probably get a lot of hours in. I mean, if we get 12 hours a day in, we should be able to get 12 hours a day in, at least in a casino. That's 30, 40 hours, something like that. I mean, even if you're only making $100 an hour, it would be an okay trip. I don't know. So we'll see. And then I will be setting up my Vegas trip next. So that will be most likely in November. So that's the next thing on the agenda. Vegas, and then a family trip either to Paradise Island, Bahamas, or Florida, I'm thinking. So we'll figure that out as well. Anyway, all right, I'm in the car here traveling. I had 3 pieces of chicken breast, some vegetables and stuff like that. So I'm feeling pretty good, pretty satisfied. And the weather has just turned so good now. Now it's like mostly cloudy, but the sun's shining through. Almost no wind at all. 74 degrees. Like a nice early fall day. So enjoying that. I'm going to watch a couple videos online because I'm bored right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, let's do our segments here real quick. What did you eat today, MW? I had some chicken breasts, cold. They were good. The guy actually gave me some garlic sauce. That was incredible. Cold chicken breast with garlic sauce, amazing. And had that, I give that a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? Today I probably tipped $4 or $5 playing Pot Limit Omaha and nothing else. And what did you learn today, MW? I learned that, even if you're an old dog, you can get some new tricks. You have to keep on digging and learning about other games and possibilities and things. And, I've run into a lot of dead ends and a lot of things that I've tried to do. But you never know. And something may come up. So we're trying to invest in ourselves and learn and focus and understand things a little bit better and ask questions. Why does it work this way? And the IT security person in me thinks about things like, how can I get around that? Why is it like that? How come they do it this way? How come procedure is to do this, then this? And try to learn from that and try to get something out of it that could make us money in the future. So, but that's going to be it for right now. We'll catch up tomorrow for another big day. I'm going to head to the office first tomorrow and then get out for the day. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.